State come up at number 3?
Honestly, it was like everything we'd worked for had now been noticed, so it was great for us to really get what we feel we deserve, but now be able to showcase everything that we can do.
I mean, it seemed like kind of a formality, but were you nervous at all? Just not sure what would happen? All the speculation the last couple of days. What was kind of the feeling like going in?
Honestly, it was definitely stressful, like walking in, waking up this morning, went to church this morning. Luckily, that helped, but it's like you're in a situation where, like I think Nick Saban said, everything's subjective, so what people think about you now comes into play. But at that point, we all walked in and we said, whatever we get seated, throw the ball down, let's play football. 'Cause that's all it comes down to in the end of the day. Like, you have to earn everything, so that's what we're ready for.
This is the goal you guys have been going for the past 12 months to finally have it be official and have that reality sink in. What's that like?
Honestly, it's been a blessing. It's honestly been a blessing to see all the work that we put in and how Coach D really impacted on us just 1 week at a time, trying to play championship football every day. Every day we practice, every meeting, so we can win that day and continue to move forward. So it's been a blessing to see, and I can't wait to see what we do right now.
Now, in both games last night, Penn State's offense and SMU's offense both kind of made a late game push. I mean, you know, as defense, I mean, what's your mindset going into a game where, you know, a team can do that?
We believe that on defense, it all comes down to communication, eye control, and finishing the play. So when we are on the same page and we're finishing, and we're pursuing, we're tackling very well, that's what stops those offenses from being able to have those late game pushes. So that's all the game comes down to. So when teams show, like, I think every team we've played has shown they have an explosive offense. But when we tackle well and we pursue well and we're all on the same page, teams have a hard time scoring against us.
Seyi, how much do you love this team and being around them? What does it mean to have some more time around them?
Honestly, I think it was before the last drive that I really got to look at my teammates. I got to look at Bronco Nation, and I love them with all my heart, all my mind. Like, I pray for my team all the time, and that's honestly my version of loving my team. And it shows on the field. I hope that the love I shows to my teammates, but honestly, the love shown back, that it's reciprocated, because every man on that field is willing to go and honestly die on that field to get the goal done.
I don't know if you can play harder necessarily, but like, how much harder will you play or prep or whatever, you know, way I should phrase that, to spend another week with these guys? Because if you win, then you get more time with them.
Honestly, it sounds crazy when we say this, and I think Ahmed's notorious for this. He was like, be willing to lay your life down on the line, and that's what I'm willing to do if it means I can spend more time with my brothers.
Boise State and the Fiesta Bowl are like synonymous. How much have you heard about that bowl, that opportunity, and what it means to Boise State?
Honestly, it's kind of all I heard about. Like, you walk in, like my first time walking in the facility, you see the trophies right there, and I think there's not a better stage for us to do something that no one's ever done before, because we talked about it. In the past, it's been you win that game and you're done. This time, it's if you win that game, you move on to now a semifinal game and continue to do things that haven't been done. So I appreciate our history at Boise State, especially with Fiesta Bowl, but I can't wait to write our own names in the record books.
Normally, we appreciate 3 weeks away from the game, not necessarily off, but not playing a 60-minute game and a chance to get fresh.
All right, this is where I'm weird. I like live action. I love, like, my body hurts after a game, but I said it like this: it's hit, hurt, rinse, repeat. Like, you're gonna hit somebody, you're gonna hurt a little bit after the game, rinse, repeat. Let's go do it again. So I'll appreciate it so that we can get our team healthy, so that we can go out and honestly operate at our best, So it'll be great to be able to honestly hone in our fundamentals and techniques this week, get the game plan ready so we can be more prepared for whatever team we play.
Normally when you go into a game, you go in knowing who you're playing. Now this one you won't know for the first 13 days. How cool is it going to be to see the matchup listed as Boise State versus winner of?
Honestly, it'll be cool, but even before the Mountain West Championship, we didn't know who we were going to get. It was going to be UNLV or Colorado State. So it's kind of, you look at an opponent, and our coaches are, honestly, they're a godsend. They're one of the best staffs in the country, and I believe that in my heart. So they're going to prepare for both teams and have us equally prepared for whoever wins that game.
Is there an offense you'd rather face?
Honestly, no. For me, it's roll the ball down. It's a nameless, faceless opponent, and that's all it is. Like, we got to play our game and our standard of football to our standard if we want to win that game.
You said earlier that, you know, a lot of this stuff over this last couple of weeks has been subjective, right? So now that it's all kind of set in concrete, how excited are you with knowing the plan? And I'm kind of assuming you didn't come this far to only go this far, sort of more
That's a perfect way to say it. I believe the Lord didn't bring us as far just to leave us here right now. So I'm excited to see this team turn it up right now. I think the championship, we showed a version of Boise State that we've been waiting to see. And honestly, I think that's just not the best is yet to come. So now that we've seen that, okay, the committee believed in us enough to give us this spot. So now it's our turn to honestly owe them the favor back, I guess.
Shay, what was your Friday night like? I mean, it was obviously kind of crazy there. So when did you, how late were you up? What did you do to kind of soak it all in?
So after the field was rushed, everyone got to take pictures with the trophy. I didn't get to take pictures with the trophy. I was looking for my parents because like they were still in like I call it the mosh pit, because they were going crazy. Like you guys can see the goalpost. So I was looking for my parents, trying to get them out of that. And then we went to Barbacoa, had dinner with my friend Neil, had a good time. Went out with the boys a little bit. We just kind of celebrated. And I ended my night playing Call of Duty. that's how I didn't go to bed till about I think 3:30. But between I think I got home around 2:10. Between 2:10 and 3:30, I was playing Call of Duty. Best games of my life. I think I had a KD of 4. It was crazy.
Shay, if you could go back to your freshman year and tell yourself one thing, having this first round bye into the college football playoffs, what would you tell yourself?
Honestly, pursue Jesus with everything I have, because I think the difference between myself then and myself now is that my relationship with Jesus has honestly changed how I deal with situations where you see people get stressed. I think me and Coach D had never, we lock eyes a lot during the game, but there's never a moment that you saw fear in our eyes or thinking that we were going to lose, because we have faith that we do serve a champion. So telling him to believe in that, believe who Jesus called him to be, because ever since I believed in that, there's nothing no one can tell me that makes me think otherwise.